Birthday hour, birthday hour shy, birthday hour, birthday hour shy, birthday hour, birthday hour shy. O praise unto Yahweh Shai Wara Kakadash, the bonus unto the apostles of great millstone. On the brothers that be pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. This is gonna be a relatively short video. Going into World War III and recent things that have happened. Basically to move in the direction of World War III. And without much further ado, I'm just going to read the article and then go into the scriptures. So it says, Iranian warships in U.S. backyard at Tehran to deploy Navy to Western Atlantic. All right, Iran to send warships to Western Atlantic Ocean starting in March. All right, move likely designed to counter U.S. aircraft carriers stationed in the Persian Gulf. So yesterday I did a video with China ramping up their military, and it looks like Tehran is getting involved in the there's a thing called strategy within war. Okay, one of the major strategies or strategic moves that's being played out here is this. Okay, you got U.S. ships in the Persian Gulf. You got Iranian ships in the Atlantic, and that's what you know as strategic placement. Okay, when war breaks out, inevitably it will break out because the scripture says so. Basically, what you're gonna have is a situation where war is gonna break loose. Okay, and the different people that need to be in their location is going to be there ready to fight. So it says Iran will send warships to the Eastern Atlantic starting in March as a move likely designed to counter U.S. aircraft carriers stationed in the Persian Gulf. All right, the ambitious deployment was announced by a top Iranian naval commander Friday, which is today, and comes several weeks after the Pentagon sent aircraft carrier strike group to the Persian Gulf. Decision to send naval forces so far west may be motivated by the Islamic Republic's desire to counter what it sees as an aggressive U.S. naval presence in its own backyard. And the one thing that the U.S. is going to try to sell you is they're going to try to sell you this thing of the aggression from these different nations. But that's not what the scripture says, and that's not what these other nations have said. Pretty much, it's American aggression. It's the U.S.'s aggression. It's all of these. It's all of the. It's America being the aggressor, man. Okay, America is the one that goes out here and pretty much does hurt to these countries. So the book of Malachi, the first chapter. I'll start from the top. It says the burden of the Lord. Lord of Israel by Malachi. I've heard these. I've loved you, saith the Lord. Yet you say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Saith the Lord, yeah, I love Jacob. So when you check out the story of Jacob and Esau, pretty much there was twins born of the man Isaac. Of which, when you go into the scriptures, you understand reincarnation. That was the Lord, Yahweh, and pretty much, the Lord loved Jacob because Jacob was the righteous one. Okay, the wicked one was Esau. The righteous one was Jacob. Okay, so continuing, it says, "I've loved you, saith the Lord. Ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Saith the Lord, yeah, I loved Jacob. And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness." Okay, so it says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished. So pretty much, you check out the history of Esau. All right, they pretty much went through a period where they didn't have anything. It was in what was known as the bottomless pit. Okay, and they rose up and they built the wastelands. That's within the book of Revelation. So it says, whereas Edom saith, we're impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, and they shall build, and I will throw down. So Esau built up these places. Okay, America, Britain, France, Germany, all that. But check what the Lord says. They shall build, but I'll throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. So as they're gonna build themselves up, but the Lord's gonna throw them down, man. Okay, the Lord's gonna throw them down, and the Lord, it was gonna be known as the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. So the Lord's got a perpetual hatred against Esau. Okay, and as he's heading towards the end of his reign, you're seeing these different countries that the scriptures speak about coming up against Esau. They're coming up against Esau, man. Okay, they're coming up against Esau. All right, you got Iran getting prepared, China getting prepared, and all these different countries that are getting prepared to come up against Esau. It says, they shall build, but I'll throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. All right, let's move on to the book of Habakkuk. The second chapter, and let me go straight to the point. Habakkuk 2. And 6, and says, shall not these take up a proverb against him, a taunting proverb against him, say, woe to him that increases that which is not his, how long to him that is laden with thick clay. So, a lot of these nations, they're going to come up against Esau pretty soon, man. All right. Let's go to the book of Isaiah, the 14th chapter, and hit some precepts from there. Isaiah 14. And one, it says, for the Lord have mercy on Jacob, and will choose Israel, and put them in their own land, and the stranger shall be joined unto them, and cleave unto the house of Jacob. It says, the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land for servants and handmaids. And shall they take them captives they were. So all the nations are going to be captives, slaves, so you can understand, to the children of Israel. And he goes on to say, and they shall rule over their oppressors. And it shall come to pass in that day, the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from thy hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve. Now it starts with America being destroyed. That's why you got China getting prepared, and Iran getting prepared, and Russia getting prepared. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how hath the oppressor seized, and the golden city seized? The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked. So the military advantage that America had, it's going to be broken down, man. A lot of these nations are going to be coming up with their own so-called advantage, military advantage against Esau, man. Okay, he who smote the people with a continuous choke. All right, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and unhindereth. So when Esau's persecuted, nobody's going to stop them, man. Okay, the earth is at rest and it's quiet, and they break forth into singing. So when Esau's destroyed and taken out that position of power, everybody's going to be happy. Everybody's going to be in a position where they're going to be happy. They're going to be rejoicing at Esau's downfall, and everything's going to be sweet, because the man that brought the world to its knees is going to be removed, man. 9th verse, hell from beneath thee is removed to meet thee at thy coming, and it stirreth up the dead for thee. All right, even all the chief ones of the earth, it raised up from their thrones, all the kings of the nations. 11th verse, thy pomp is brought down. So they had that mighty military that nobody could touch, but now it's like nothing. Everybody's got a good military now. Okay, that pomp is brought down. Okay, the noise of thy vows, the worm is spread underneath thee. How thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer. Okay, son of the morning. All right, how art thou brought to the ground, that didst weaken the nations. Okay, because they weakened the nations when they was bombing the hell out of them. But now these different nations, they got their own armory, so to speak. They're stepping their game up. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of heaven, I'll sit upon the mount with congregations, I'll ascend above the heights of the clouds, I'll be like as the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall not really look upon thee, and consider, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, and did shake the kingdoms? Okay, so, when all is said and done, Esau's going to be narrowly looked upon, and people are going to say, is this the person that brought the whole earth to its knees? And that all starts with World War III. Obviously, that's going to lead to the chip and so on and so forth. But is this the man that made the whole earth to tremble, man? Okay, so with that, hopefully that was a edification. With that, I'm going to say, all praise unto Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Warakakadash, the bonus unto the pulse of the great millstone. I should brothers that be pushing this truth in sincerity. Shalom.